HTTV in association with Absolute Warehouse Services. What's the mood like in the camp at the moment, especially after the win over Bristol City?
Well, better obviously. We're glad that we could turn this week into like a promising one after a very bad start with the Swansea game. We're glad that we could bounce back and get a good result against Bristol City.
It's all about taking small steps, isn't it? And I suppose this is a massive step towards the first target of getting 40 points and then 50.
Yeah, I mean, you're counting down the games really at the end of the season. So the big aim is the 50 points. If you see how close it is at the bottom of the league, you need to collect points regularly, and that's what we're trying to do.
It was a really good team performance on Tuesday night. Is that exactly what you needed to respond from the disappointing performance that we did have against Swansea City?
Yes, definitely. Swansea, I think we fought really hard to get back into the game, and then conceding after the set play and then losing 3-1 was like a really, really tough hit for everyone. And I'm not going to lie, in the changing room it became like a little bit louder and more emotional than usual, because we know it's like now a really, really important time, and we can't afford to give points away, and that's what happened. And at the back of it, coming with that performance where everybody helped each other out when needed to, was a really good sign that the team is alive and intact, and that we are ready to go, and that we know what we're playing for.
It's good to have a group like that though, isn't it, that's open, honest with each other, because ultimately on the pitch you have to demand so much from each other, don't you?
Yeah, we are always demanding from each other, and I think this is driving the standards as well. And we all know how difficult this season has been and this journey has been so far, and I think for most of the players it's probably the toughest test in their careers. And even for me, like I've fought relegation battles, and I've seen like tough times as well in my career, but this is definitely like one of the toughest times I've had, and if you get through that, you know a lot about yourself, and you learn a lot about yourself, and I think at the end of the day, if you come through that positively, this is going to give you a massive boost. And that's why it's so important to just stick together and help each other out, because I think at the end of the day everybody's feeling like kind of the same way, feeling the pressure, and it's good to have somebody next to you and in your changing room who you can rely on, who helps you out if you're having a tough time. So this is like the main point of being a successful team, really.
Just those team meetings, you can learn a lot from each other as people, but also obviously on the pitch as well.
Well, it's I think it's not that easy that you kind of speak about things in the change room or in the meeting, and like you can kind of bring it on the pitch then afterwards, like we did. So every game is different, and every opponent is different, and I think they kind of they had a team, like a physical team on the pitch, especially first half, and they just wanted to kind of like beat us up because they felt we might have a softness there. But I think it was very important to us that we showed that we, as well against a physical team, now we can like compete, and we have to absolutely do this again, because the championship have a lot of like especially strikers, target mans, and also centre backs, like on set plays, for instance. This is a massive part of the game in the championship, and that's why we have to be able to compete with them teams, and it was an important step for us. I think this should give us a confidence boost.
Do you think the Bristol City performance was one of the most complete we've had under the Cowleys?
I don't know. I think the most important thing is more for the managers to say, really, because they are watching them games like maybe 2 or 3 times at least, and they might be able to tell you more about that. It's like for us players, it's more about like the mindset, getting the mindset right. You know, after tough performance in tough game in Swansea away game, can we bounce back? Can we, with our backs against the wall, we know what we're playing for. We're playing for surviving, and sometimes this is big pressure. And can we handle that pressure? Can we be there for each other and help each other out to get this performance like we did against Bristol? Yes, we can. But we haven't reached anything yet, and we have to be aware of that, because if the next game goes wrong, and then the mentality is doubted again. So we should just go from game to game and try to put the team performance on the pitch, because we have without a doubt, we are capable of performing well and competing with every team in the league. But in the situation we are in, there's also other like qualities are important, and we have to bring them on the pitch as well.
This weekend, Charlton Athletic, a side just above us on goal difference in the Sky Bet Championship. How big do you see this game?
Every game is big. If those teams come to our place, like we have to make it as hard as we can for them. It's without a doubt a very important game, and we don't need the special motivation though. Like for us, it's like we know what we're playing for again, and we know the situation in the table, that it's tight, so we need the points. It doesn't matter against who we're playing. When we're playing Leeds, we need the 3 points, the same like when we play against Charlton. So it's about us getting enough points, and not about maybe other teams not getting enough points. So we have to stay with us and focus on us, and the other things are their business, and we can't like influence what they do. We can influence what we do on the pitch, and this is how we have to see the last 11 games, that in every game we fight, and we bring the easy qualities on the pitch that set the base for a good performance, for a good team performance, and this is what was happening against Bristol, and I hope we can do it against Charlton now as well.
What do you expect from Charlton?
I don't know, like it's like I think their chairman kind of wanted to build like a really competitive squad for even for the promotion battle, and they started really well, and then they had a really tough time when we played them as well in the first game, and I think they wanted to improve in the transfer window as well, their squad, and as every team down there, they are fighting for surviving. And I think with the results of the weekend, I think also a lot of teams that were maybe 2-3 weeks ago that were like kind of safe or thought they are safe, they are back in it again now. So it might be an advantage for us that we are fighting with that for almost the whole season, and that we know what it takes now to really be at it at every game. And I think Charlton was also one of them teams that thought like they started fast and they're going to be fine, and now they're close to or they're in the relegation battle now, and it might not be that easy for them. But as I said, every game for us is difficult, and we have to look on ourselves and not so much on the opponents, because as I said, we are capable of doing good things. We saw it. Our offense is really good, and we always have to carry this threat. But we also have to sacrifice a lot as well, like being unselfish and put ourselves behind the team and work hard to get a clean sheet or to get a result.
And obviously we're back at home as well for the second time in the week. We've spoke about this a lot between us about making the John Smith Stadium a fortress. As we go into this final 11 games of the season with some really important home games coming up, it couldn't be any bigger, could it? No, of course not. Like for me, it can be like more pressure, obviously, but the way they responding to when we're doing well in games is like they're there immediately and they push us. So this makes me really confident, because as I said, it can also be sometimes very difficult to play at home in our situation, when the supporters are like kind of nervous as well and start to boo or something, but it's nothing like this is happening here. They are always like positive, and obviously we have to show on the pitch as well that they have reason to be positive. But I think there's nothing we can moan about with, like, concerning our supporters, because they are there for us. They are supporting us, and they are making it difficult for other teams. And I think, with Bristol now we got very important 3 points, and they played a big part in it as well, of course. And this is how we need to play the last games as well. We need them behind us, and I have no doubt that they're gonna support the best they can and help to stay in the league. Good luck this weekend. Thank you.